Nobody told you this, but the rules changed. For generations, your opportunities were limited by your location, your connections, and your money. Today, one person with a phone, a skill, and a message can bring an audience, start a business, and create opportunities everywhere. The internet changed the rules, and the only question is, what will you do about it?
For the first time in history, people can build extraordinary lives without asking anybody for permission. And it's easier than ever for anybody to become a millionaire, regardless of where you come from, your background, who your mama, who your daddy is. It don't matter. Because the internet, let me tell you about it. The internet changed the rules, and it's all because of this thing right here. You can do so much with this thing in my hand right here. If we go back before the internet, there were not a lot of ways for people to get rich. People controlled supply chains. They mastered skilled professions, or they scaled a local or a global business. And that was really, really hard to do back then because we really didn't have the internet until like 2006, I think. Don't quote me. I was only like 5. Now everything is at your fingertips. All of the success that you've ever dreamed of is at your fingertips because of this thing, because of your laptop, because of technology. Did you forget that you can learn literally anything online? I want to do this. I want to learn this. But did you look it up? Did you forget that you have the ability to look it up? Isn't that amazing? No, I really want you to think about that. Like, isn't that amazing that you have access to any knowledge that you want to learn at your fingertips daily? And it's not limited. Honestly, when you think about it like that, that's actually crazy. But the first thing we always hear people saying, I don't have time. But I really want you to think to yourself, like, be honest. It's just us here. Be honest with yourself and think, is that really true? No, really, is that really true? Or is the time that you have that you could be using to work towards your dream, is that being used for something else perhaps? Okay, do me a favor, check your screen time. Pause this video right now. Okay, are you back? How much time was on there? So all that time that could have been spent, or that you have spent on your phone, on this thing right here, that's changed the game for everybody. All that time that we spent on this phone, what did it do to benefit you? Like, honestly, I would love to know. How did that help you? Doom scrolling. Although this has allowed us access to change our lives, it's a major distraction. It's a huge distraction. I find myself being distracted too. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard. When you get in these rabbit holes on TikTok, it's really, really hard to not get distracted. But you have to be aware of those distractions too. I'm not saying you have to work on your dream 24/7. That's honestly unrealistic for a lot of people. Literally, you need sleep, so that wouldn't work. But if you could put 20 minutes of that scrolling time that you have, or social media skimming time, looking at what people you know are doing. If you could put 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour of that time each day to your dream, you will be closer to your dream than you know it. And your dream is what makes you that income, right? You already know that you can be a millionaire. I've said it a couple times. It's highly doable, especially with this. It changed the game. But if you can take a little bit of time to invest into yourself every day, okay, maybe not every day, 5 times a week, Monday through Friday, or on the weekends, you invest a few hours. That shift and that investment will pay off if you keep going. You know what? That actually reminds me of something. People think that, if I don't have a set amount of time, say I don't have like an hour or 2 to work on something, it's not really worth working on, or you feel like, what's the point? My mom taught me this because my room, it be getting messy. I'm not gonna lie. This is a side note. It be getting messy, but it has something to do with what I'm telling you right now. 5 minutes is all it really takes to kind of put your room back together. Because I come home, I'm like, bro, I don't even know why my room is messy. I have a creative mind, and I guess it's known that people who are creative, their rooms get messy really quickly. But if you invest 5 minutes, your room can go from a nightmare to being clean, almost. And that really changed the game for me. That really opened my eyes, because now I'm like, okay, well, if 5 minutes, that 5-minute transformation, I can do that with my room. I can also do that with working on what God placed on my mind to do, what God showed me to make more money. Even if you have 5 minutes, no time, like, you don't have to waste any time. Oh, well, we're leaving in about 10 minutes, so I might as well just scroll on TikTok. No, you might as well log into your Notion app and start typing away on that book that you're supposed to write. That's a few extra words. And I don't mean to hurt your feelings. I really don't. But the real reason a lot of people say they don't have enough time is because A, they don't truly believe that they can truly do it, and B, they don't want it bad enough, or C, a combination of both with a sprinkle of laziness. Now let me tell you about laziness. I love the Bible. I'm gonna be so for real right now. The Bible says that laziness brings poverty. So if you are lazy, it is inevitable for you to become poor or be in lack. So if laziness is what's stopping you, here's your sign to just get to work. I don't know about you, but I do not want to struggle. I'm tired of struggling. So I'm putting in so much work, as much work as possible, and sacrificing that enjoyment, that entertainment, friendships for my future self, my future life, my future family. I'm not going to be lazy right now because I have the energy. And even if you're older, you're listening to me, that don't mean nothing. Age is just but a number. You can still go after your dream. If you're listening to me right now, do what you can. But laziness brings on poverty. To go along with that, I want to remind you that God called you to create. I say that all the time because a lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people don't see that God called you to create because He's the creator. He created you uniquely with unique thoughts, with a unique personality, with a unique look to create something as well. You're created in His image. So it's time to create with those hands. Your hands are meant to create, not just go to work, not just work a 9 to 5, because a lot of us have fallen into the trap of thinking a 9 to 5 or working a regular job is what we're supposed to do, and that's all we can do. But I promise you, if you see someone who's done it, you can do it as well. Even if you haven't seen someone else who has done what your idea is, you can be the first. Why do you think you're having these thoughts of starting a business? Why do you think you're having these thoughts of creating something that can improve your life, that could improve someone else's life and help others? It's not for nothing. I can literally promise you that. There are so many people who look back and regret not trying, but you have the opportunity to try today. You have the opportunity to try right now. Start today. Isn't that just amazing? And this can help you. I know some people don't like AI. I wouldn't suggest using it for all of what people are using it because people be using it in silly ways. But it can help you refine your ideas, get organized. I don't know about you, but my brain is all over the place sometimes. It really is. I like to brain dump. I like to sort out my ideas, and I use ChatGPT. I'm not gonna lie, but it helps organize, and I feel like I'm using it in a productive way, not just for fun, making AI videos to post on TikTok. Let me not go on a tangent. But being able to have access to AI shows you that, this has changed the game. It's literally changed the game, and it's changed the rules for who can be wealthy and who just decides not to go after it. Because we all have the access. Some people don't have the access, but a lot of us do have the access. If you're seeing me right now, you have the access. So here's the fast track of how you can use the internet to help make yourself become a millionaire. This is just the fast track. Step 1, you can create a personal brand. Anybody and everybody can do that who has a phone. And your personal brand has to go along with something that you want to be known for. A business idea, if you will. Step 2, create a community. Not just fans, not just, I'm all that because I got a lot of followers. No. You need to create a community of people who follow you because they like you, they see the person that you are. And those people potentially will want to buy from you. And this is where most people give up. But don't give up after 2 weeks. Step 3, after that is all said and done, create assets that will make you money in your sleep. Write a book worth reading. Sell a product that will benefit the buyer. Sell a course that is worth being a course. Because it's actually hard selling courses because people don't like courses. They bought courses and the courses weren't worth anything. Or sell a product. Step 4, then you're going to multiply your assets. You're going to do this by using the money that you've made from your assets to delegate tasks that make you money from those assets. The internet has truly changed the game for so many future millionaires. So get started. What do you have to lose? Honestly, what do you have to lose? And also, I want to warn you, I really do, because if you sit on that dream that God has given you, if He really wants it to come to life, He'll give it to somebody else who trusts Him enough to actually take action. And for all the future millionaires, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.